Why?
Well, normally we you know how we start off the show shouting out our sponsor, but we got one better for you today. We actually have our sponsors here in the studio.
Yes, you
and
get
we're
to
gonna
know
bring
them.
up right now. Fernie and Bernie, why don't you come on up?
Yeah, give it up.
Give it up for Prominent One Realty and Prominent One Financial Group.
I did a thing. Well, I want them to hear it so they can give me the okay. If they can give me the okay, I'll go record it right now and put it on all radios. But I did this thing for you guys. What's up? Welcome to the Cuatro Cero.
Welcome.
What's up, guys?
I did this thing where I call it, you can't go wrong with Prominent One.
Created a jingle for you.
So I did that now for you guys, man.
All right.
Wow, man. Welcome.
Thank you for having us here, guys.
What do you guys think of the show so far, man?
Hey, you guys are doing good things, man.
Yeah, man.
This is amazing.
Doing
And
amazing things. God is blessing you all.
the last two guys, wow.
Yeah.
Right here, man.
Yeah.
Solid.
Well, let me just say this. You know, we talked about doing the show a couple of months before we actually, started it. Mm-hmm. But like I told my brother here, we wouldn't be doing the show without you guys because you're
man.
a big part of
the
that
big
happening.
part of this, man.
And
Yeah, give it up for them.
We appreciate
I
it.
want those
Thank you.
applause. Let's hear those.
Yeah.
Even that DJ siren. I need that, man.
We need all of it.
Where's that Cinco de Mayo sound too? That
Right?
Cinco de Mayo. There you
That's
go.
like
There you go, man. Love that.
So what I would like to do, I wrote down some questions that I want to ask you guys.
Sure.
But first, let me introduce you first, so that everybody looking at the show will know. This is my brother, my friend, my confidant, my business partner. I'm working with them in their company, doing real estate. I'm waiting for my state exam. Fernie Torres.
Thank you,
and
guys.
Bernadine Torres.
Amen.
Thank you.
Say hello to everybody.
Say again. Let's see that's on car, man. Let's do that, man.
Thank you.
So if you don't mind, I'm going to start off asking some questions. I'm going to ask Fernie first, and then I'm going to ask you, Miss Bernadine.
Sure.
Okay? How did you get started in the business, Fernie?
I started back in 97. During that time, I was working with my best friend. He had a printing shop, and I was giving it a shot as sales. First time ever doing it. Yeah. And one day we were having lunch, and he grabs a penny saver, and he opens it up, and he sees an ad, broker seeking motivated, high energy
Self-motivated.
Self-motivated, And
That you are.
you are. And so we're like, wait a minute. Hey, we're like that. We're very energetic guys, so let's just give it a shot. He goes, okay. So he calls him up and sets the appointment. And before you know, when we met, we interviewed. They loved us. They loved our personality.
That's awesome.
And then we were, from the heart, and you got the job, man.
Wow.
So,
97.
To bounce off what you just said, did you ever think that you were going to do real estate?
This goes way back when I was 18.
Wow.
Back in the day, I used to see commercials,
Yeah,
and there was two brothers, twins, and they were midgets. and they would put it on, late night show.
Right.
And I would see them, and they were living the glamorous life, yachts and Ferraris and everything. I'm like, wow,
Big ball.
Yeah.
One
Big
day,
ballin'.
this is interesting, man. I wouldn't mind one
Right.
day maybe looking into it. And when that opportunity came and that penny saver ad, I was like, hey,
There it
is.
is. That was
Let's
the
move
door
forward.
that opened it, right?
That's awesome, man. What a
Awesome. All right. Okay. So 1997.
Yeah.
How about you, Miss Bernadine? How did you get started in the business?
I met my husband. We were out at an event, and
Talk-
I met my husband.
yeah.
We were out at an event.
Yeah.
And he just eyed me, and he actually had his eye on me for quite a bit. So, because we would go to the same events together,
Right.
had the same mutual friends, and so he came up to, or I went up to him, handing out, because I was doing spokes modeling back then, and he said, you know what, you look a little bored of what you're doing. I said, well, I don't do this for a living.
Right.
I actually work for a company. I've worked for corporate world, have done it for years. And he said, you know what, I need a real estate assistant. So if you're looking, for another career, I said, actually, I'm looking to get in title. I was looking to go into the title world. Titles,
Right.
collaborates with real estate. He said, no, you don't want to do that. He goes, come join me. It looks like you have all the skills that I need, the looks, the brains, the sales skills. And I said, okay, you know what, I'll give it a shot. I didn't take the leap of faith right away. It took about a year before I did. So then finally when I did, he was my biggest mentor. So he really teach me. He just told me exactly the way it worked in this business, and I'm glad I never gave up.
That's
because yes, then the rest was history after
You know,
that.
what I saw in her, it wasn't just the way she captured everybody's eyes, because she carried herself, her demeanor, very professional,
Right,
very elegant woman. But I saw more than that. I saw that, wow, this woman has that kind of attraction. I can just see all her heart.
Right.
moving.
Oh, thank you.
And
That's awesome.
and you know, and I, you know, also I try to go another route too as well. You know, so
You try to close the deal. Huh?
Yeah, so I close the deal.
So eventually, I married my boss.
I wanted you to say it.
There you go. There you go.
Now, what year was that you actually got involved? And
That
started
was
working
in
with them?
2001.
2000.
So we
So
started
97,
dating in 2000.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
So, but he trained me during that time that I went to go, because I was about to go into title, but I thought, you know what, because I ended up getting another job in the corporate world, huge company, very well known, reputable. So I said, let me just give it a shot.
Yeah.
So I just got tired of having to go to my bosses, ask them to take time off for appointments, because I was a single mom
Right.
with 3 kids. So I said, okay, that's it. I'm done. It's time that I just, take you up on that offer, teach me whatever you need to. And I'm glad that I did, because ever since then, I never turned back. So
That's
in 2001, I studied hard for my real estate exam, passed it in 2002, and then I officially became his assistant. Well, in 2001, but officially came licensed in 2002.
So that leads me to my second question. So since you're already talking, how long have you been in the business now?
I've been in the business since 2001, but licensed since 2002.
Wow.
But been a lender since 2003.
So we're talking 20, 21 years.
22 years.
22 years?
22 years.
Wow, that's a good
22
run
years.
right there.
Exactly. Well, he's been in it
And you,
longer
Fernie?
than me.
Well, started in '97, and here I am, 26 years now in the business. Headed for 27.
97. I remember I had just stopped partying, and I started going to church.
Yeah.
So that 97 was a big year for me as well.
Wow.
I wasn't in real estate.
Turning
though.
point.
Yes.
I don't know if you have this in your questions, but what is something that you can tell like the people that are barely going into real estate?
Well, here's a little. For every 100 agents that take their test and they pass, after 2 years, one survives.
One
That's the
survives.
ratio right now. And the reason why is because they don't have the right leadership, mentorship, the right team to get involved.
Yeah.
So it really takes a leader.
Wow.
A team leader.
A leader to teach another leader.
To teach and to train, yes. To
train,
develop.
Train, teach, and develop.
Because you have a lot of years, and I'm pretty sure it's gone
Oh
up.
yeah, this is my third wave market coming into
Yeah.
it, and yes, it's a lot of failures.
Yeah.
That's how you learn, right?
Exactly.
And that's awesome that you said that, because a lot of people think that, I'm gonna succeed in everything. You just said there's failures.
That's their biggest teacher, and fear. Again, I always say embrace fear, because that's how we learn.
That's awesome.
So let me ask you this. What do you love most about what you do in the real estate business?
What I truly love most is helping their clients. Basically taking them from A to Z by the hand, and really educating my clients. Teaching them from the beginning process of writing up an offer, showing them property. Once we get there, showing them all the the drawbacks of the house or negative parts of it, and going through the whole process, the home inspections, teaching them about what is escrow, what is title, why it's important to do your diligence. Not only just looking, but actually getting the right inspectors to get.
So there's a lot more
It's a lot
involved than
more.
people think when it comes to buying or selling your house.
Absolutely. And every buyer is a thumbprint.
And you know what? A lot of people are not educated, because this is not something that we learn in high school or in school, right? About like how to buy a house and stuff. So sometimes it's not that a lot of people, and I could talk for everybody, if anybody who's trying to buy a home, even myself, I don't know what to do, what steps to take, And then you're giving me all this information, and I think that's what scares us, right? Like, oh my goodness, what am I getting myself into?
Well, it's scary when you're doing it on your own.
Yes.
But if you have the right agent and the right lender, and here we're a one-stop
great combination,
shop. We're
right?
a one-stop
Yeah.
shop. We're
You got-
owners
you
of
got
our
the
real
best of
estate and
both worlds.
financing. We're really going to help our clients and take them by the hand and educate them. That's the
Yeah.
most important thing. And not only that, but at the end, it's having the gratitude of handing the keys to their hands. We're taking them from not thinking or believing that they could, and now they accomplished the dream.
Yeah,
right. So
that's awesome. That's the greatest feeling.
As I'm learning from both of them, like, okay, so Bernadine's on the financial side.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do you love most about your
forte.
job?
Just the fact of being part of one of the greatest milestones in somebody's life.
Yeah.
You know, we're born, we graduate, we get married, or we go to a prom first, then we get married.
Some people, I didn't go to
I
my
didn't go to prom either.
There was no problem for me.
Exactly.
I want to cry right now.
Exactly. And then, of course, honeymoon, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
you want to buy a house.
Yeah.
Then you
have a
have
family.
kids or family first,
Yeah.
whichever. So just knowing that we're part of that and knowing that we're right there with them, guiding them along the way on the journey, it's an American dream for anybody to
Right.
be able to purchase a home and just being able to get to that point in their lives.
But I think it's beautiful to just be like, hey, I have a home.
Exactly.
You know
Something
what I'm saying?
to call
Like
your
you
own.
you feel like another level of greatness.
It's the most amazing feeling to have because all of us not knowing, and that's the part when you know, it's like, wow, my eyes are open. I'm able. My name's on the map.
Yeah.
You pull my name and this is my house.
Wow,
this is mine.
that's a great feeling.
This is where I lay my hat. I come
Yeah.
home and this is it. This is mine.
Right.
Not knowing that where I put my money, $3,200, it's the investors.
And also, I
not
just
mine.
wanted to add, and also the greatest satisfaction is just like he said, handing the keys to them. He hands the keys. But me just knowing that I get to deliver the good news, we got clear to
Yes.
close and you're loan funded. So,
Without the lender, if you need financing, there's no deal.
Right.
Yeah.
It starts
Yeah,
with the
true.
lending
That's true.
and it ends with the lending.
Right.
But in between is me.
Yeah.
I do the legwork, but she does all
And she does the
numbers.
office work.
but it does have
Yeah,
to
it's
be
awesome.
somebody knowledgeable. It just can't be any lender. So they really need to master their craft, just as I have along the years. And I educate myself daily on the new programs and so forth. So that really does
So
help.
there's a lot of information that people
yes.
need to know
Exactly.
and understand
The do's
to
and
make the
don'ts.
right choices, right?
Yes.
So that like we have right here. How are you able to help families with their home buying needs with so much information out there? How do you help your people?
Well, first of all, it starts with credit. So credit is everything. Everything's predicated on credit. Somebody can make $1 million
Right.
a month or a year, but it just starts with the credit. If they don't have that foundation first, then it's going to be more difficult. So once we get their credit where it needs to be, then I start with the loan programs. So then I give them their options. So whichever they decide, I leave it up to them, whatever fits their needs. So it just really starts with that first, and then everything else follows.
Got it.
Wow.
So
And,
go ahead.
and a lot of people don't have that good credit. So they just go, well, I mean, my credit's not that good. I'm just
That's a
not
good
going
question.
to.
Great question.
Yes,
You know.
great question. So I could actually go down to 500 FICO scores. But if you go
Wow.
down 500 FICO, then of course there's a down payment percentage requirement,
Yeah.
which is 10%. But if you go from 580 onward, then it's minimum 3.5%.
Yeah, I mean,
And people don't know that.
If you're,
I hear it all the
Exactly.
time.
if you're at 490,
lenders
buddy,
don't
I
deal-
think you get a second job, man.
Exactly. Yes.
Pay off that credit. What's going on with
Well,
you?
situations like that, if buyers do have that kind of
Yeah.
credit score, this is where my wife steps in, where she offers them where they could do credit simulators
Yes.
to really help them, dissect that credit
Yeah.
report and tell them, if you pay this enough, we can go ahead and jump your scores
Yes.
up. And with them, they don't have to go through a credit company. They can just do it themselves.
Right.
And we teach them exactly how to do it themselves.
Wow.
And
that's
save them
amazing.
thousands. That money that they're
Yeah.
spending, now they can save it for their down payment
Down
or for
payment.
closing costs.
Exactly. Wow.
And then after the credit simulators, then I offer to do the rapid rescore. So the rapid rescore ties in with the credit simulators first, gives them like a platform of exactly what they need to pay down or pay off. Once they do that, then if they follow my lead, then I'll get them from A to Z.
Wow.
I'll be able to help them from
What is
beginning
it you
to-
always tell me, Fernie? What is your tag when you say, I won't say no?
I never say no, but we'll tell you when.
Exactly.
I love that, man. Hey, where's that encore at, man? I need that encore for that tag, man. We gotta put that on a shirt or something. We gotta make money off that.
Yeah, he comes up with some good ones.
That's
So this is another one for Fernie. What is the biggest challenge you have in the business, especially with what's going on right now in the market?
Well, the biggest challenge is when our buyers, when we finish our consultation, I always let them know, do not tell a friend or family that you're in the process of purchasing.
Yes.
Because they're the biggest naysayers, negative, and that's all they're
Right.
going to hear, negative.
And they always got that negative Theo, negative cousin, neighbor that didn't make it in life, and he just wants to
Or
ruin
they'll
your
say,
day.
or they'll say, I got my house for this price,
Yeah,
and I only
yeah.
paid this, and then that just,
But it was like 20 years ago.
yeah.
Don't do it, mijo.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do
Not
it.
right now.
Not right now, mijo.
Everybody's a real estate
Yeah.
expert.
Everybody
So for
an
us,
expert.
it's that.
Watch my TikTok. It says it right there. No, no.
Yeah, so that's the
Wow.
biggest challenge where it's and they're excited, and
Yeah.
we understand. It's their first home. They need that deal. They're confident,
Right.
but then again, that deal can just throw that boomerang, and they go the opposite way. So that's why we say, as hard as it is, trust in us. But again, trust is built on action. Let us do what we do best and take action.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
My biggest the challenge is if I give them suggestions, ideas on what they need to do to clean up their credit.
Yeah.
A lot of times they don't listen. So if they don't follow my instructions, I end up finding out from the underwriter because they get alerted on their end through a system. So they can't hide from the underwriter.
Right.
underwriters are kind of like the FBI behind the scenes
Wow.
in the lending world. So they can't say one thing that they didn't open up a
Right.
credit line, or because we end up finding out, and that could actually kill the whole
Or
transaction.
co-signing for that deal.
Yeah,
So
because then it drops,
always be honest when
drops the buying
and
power,
Let
raises
you know what's
Be
going
honest.
on.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So there's no surprises.
Exactly.
What is one?
Exactly.
I mean,
Open communication.
just to break guys here, but what is one of the funniest person you've ever gotten, like as far as coming in, trying to buy a home and stuff?
Oh, we've run into quite a bit throughout there. The
Can-
funniest,
Yeah,
like one of the funniest
yeah, you
stories.
share one if you can.
Share a story.
Oh my goodness, let me
Well,
see.
What comes to
I'll
mind?
tell you what. This one's not funny, but this is what the most touching.
Okay.
Okay.
That
Yes.
Okay.
gentleman, we placed a for rent ad.
Okay.
Because we were doing a lease, and this gentleman calls me, and can't say names, but anyways, he calls me. We set the appointment, and he wants me to go to his house. So I said, no problem. I can come to you. I come to his house, and he happened to be quadriplegic
From the neck down.
from the neck down, paralyzed.
Wow.
And his wife beside him,
Yeah.
strong woman, amazing woman.
Yeah.
And to us, when I saw that and when I went through the whole process, I really, really put my whole, which I do all the time, but this one was special. And I said, I'm going to do whatever it takes. And it took me to show him 60 houses.
Wow.
And each one it had to be tailored to his needs.
Right.
Yeah.
Square footage, the width of the door. So he had access in and out of the home, front, back, side, all around.
Right.
And at the end, ultimately, my wife, she got him approved. And the FICOs were low.
Yeah.
And we worked on the credit, but within the patience from them and them following our lead, within 6 months, we were able to get them into.
Wow.
Well, they were always hearing no from other lenders,
Yes.
so that's why they were on the the route
Right.
to wanting to rent a home. So when I sat with them and I guided them, and they said, "Wow, you're the first one that ever said that we could qualify. This is great," And I just being a part of that just really resonated with us that this is what it's about. It's helping families.
And
It's
that's
helping
how-
them achieve that goal,
that's
that
what-
homeownership dream.
And that's what my wife and I, we think of our client first before anything else.
Yeah.
Right.
Anything else comes later.
There you go.
And so we always want to work hard and strive on building a relationship,
Yeah.
because we're not just working on today's
Wow.
real estate, we're working for future business.
Right.
And not only for them, but for their friends, loved ones, and family. So we want to be their realtor and lender for years to come.
And I'm pretty sure when you gave them the keys,
Oh,
the greatest feeling ever.
Exactly.
I was bawling. I was bawling.
Yes.
I was
That's
like, wow.
great, man.
Best
It
thing.
really, like, the
And
gratitude.
they kept in touch.
Yeah,
for
the
many
gratitude,
years.
I could
it's
just
amazing. It was
Yes.
fulfilling. Yeah.
I've been fortunate enough to go out with them and actually see them both in action. Both Bernadina when she's pre-qualifying somebody.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of questions. They're nervous. They're
Yeah.
scared. They don't know. They don't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
But she just lays it out, gives them all the options, and makes them
Yeah.
feel comfortable so that they can make an educated choice on what
Yeah.
financing that's available, what financing is an option for them, and then they can make the right choice based off of the facts.
Exactly.
So we don't just
We lay it out like a deck of cards.
we don't just give them options. We give them the solutions,
There you go.
and they will select which is the best financial decision that's going to satisfy them and their families.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
So
Exactly.
And like Fernie said, you might show 10 houses, you might have to show 30 houses. There's been a few customers we go out and we just have 10 lined up, and we'll have to do that a few times because they didn't like the kitchen, they don't like the lighting, the yard's too small, the pool's too big. But at the end of the
There's
day,
no perfect house.
you stay focused and you'll find them the right house of their dreams.
That's awesome, man. And I love that because you think about the people.
always.
Yeah.
You have to.
Especially, and also,
The client first.
I'm bilingual, so I help a lot of my people,
Yeah.
Hispanics,
Right.
the community. I'm here to really educate them and lead them, by the hand.
And that's what one of the things that I was talking to him about is that you guys are for the people.
Yes.
Yeah, literally, this
Definitely.
whole episode is about for the people, and
Helping
even
the
though
If it
community.
wasn't for them, we wouldn't be
we
here.
will, exactly, yeah, and so you guys
We
have a
strive
heart.
on service.
Yeah,
We strive. That's our number one.
wow, man, that's amazing.
So let me ask you this: being in the business as long as you've been, and like you said, you've been in the different cycles that have happened. Where do you see the market, and where is it headed right now with all the stuff going on in the world?
Well, it's a two-way both
Yes.
ways, but I see the market, say by August, September, rates are going to look to drop, and that's going to really help buyers to get off the fence.
Right.
But also inventory, it's going to start jumping up because you keep waiting, you're going to lose that equity you've earned already.
Right.
And that's why I tell sellers right now, this is the time. Right now is the
Right
time.
now.
Do it. Start putting your house in the market and upsize, downsize, or multiply.
Yeah.
You can get multiple units. So duplicate your income, and you can. And I'm here. My wife's here. We're both here to educate them and teach them how go to the next level.
Yeah,
You know.
that's
But my
awesome.
sentiments exactly. Rates are looking to drop. They're estimating, by towards the end of the year, maybe the beginning of the year. Nobody really knows. So it's
Yeah.
it's kind of like fluctuates.
Yeah.
But right now we're wholesale, so our interest rates are 1% lower than retail
There you
bank
go.
rates.
Oh,
So
man.
even if rates drop, we
Wow.
still outbeat them.
Yeah.
Now you recently shared, because I seen the email and then you told me about it, and before I could even look into it, the program
The
was
Dream
done.
for All.
The Dream for All.
It came out March 27th, and it was exhausted. All funds were exhausted this past Friday, April 7th.
So that means there was a
Yes.
lot of people that were buying homes.
2,300 families
Wow.
became home buyers
That was showing
with
there was a lot of
300
people against the
million
fence.
funds. Yes.
And
Exactly.
that loan, particular loan,
Exactly.
brought them off, back out.
It actually helped to speed the market up.
Yes,
So,
because a
like I
lot
said,
of
I
people were
read- I
saying,
read the
"Oh,
news
I'm going to
about-
wait, I'm going to wait, I'm
Yes.
going to wait," and then when that came out, I mean, those people were lucky to
Even
get
though
that loan.
it's run out, that's why, the home buyers are still now, they're
Yeah.
like wanting to get this done, that's not stopping them.
And-
So,
Wow.
and I do offer
Yeah.
other down payment assistance programs that could help
And
them
hopefully
in
there's
lieu
other
of that.
programs like that
Oh,
that'll
yeah.
help stimulate,
Yes.
the buying and the selling of the houses in the
Exactly.
market.
And
And
that's my specialty.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No,
No, who goes? So what I also offer, and I'm I'm here to always help, especially the sellers right now. Not thinking they can or no, but especially when prices have gone up, I'm here to help them, save them thousands of dollars in the process. It's listing their property, I go as low as 2%.
Wow.
Listing commission, so it helps them to give them more money in their pocket so they can utilize for their next investment.
Awesome.
That's
man.
awesome.
So I'm saving them anywhere 15 to 30,000 in just commissions.
It adds up quick.
It adds up, exactly.
You know, saving our clients money.
And so those people that are negative and they're telling you don't buy it. Don't listen to them, man, because they wish they were you.
Exactly.
Call these people, man. Can we put up that flyer? We need to post that flyer because people got to see
I
that.
got a little
Yeah.
surprise here for you.
Yeah. Look, we got that going on
I
too.
took this off.
Look
I took it off of the pole.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go, right
Fernie
there.
and Bernie.
Yeah, look at that, man.
2% listing.
That's it.
Love it. Thank you.
909-325-9302.
Say that again, because
909
Yeah.
325 9302. Fernie Torres.
You can't go wrong with Prominent One. There you go, man. You call these people. There is no way you can lose. You know, they're here to help the community. Really, their hearts are for you to buy your dream house. It is what everybody's dream is, to come to America and buy that house.
That's
man.
right.
Can I just
To have
add
that.
I got one more question, but
Oh,
go
yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
You say what you're going to say
yeah.
first.
Well, because I wanted to answer. Well, because what's the next
Go
question?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I think I'm jumping the gun.
What do you want others to know about you that sets you apart from all the other realtors and loan officers out there? You could go first, Bernie.
Well, the fact that we're business owners, we own our own mortgage, real estate company, so we're a one-stop shop. And because we're wholesale, we have that edge, that leverage amongst other loan officers and realtors. So we don't pay a broker. We don't pay a commission to a broker. We are the broker. We're the owners.
Yeah.
So we use that to be able to help our clients save more money. We were even more competitive with the interest rates, even the fact that we're wholesale. Our rates are still 1% lower than retail banks, even on top of that, because of the savings that we offer. And we're approved with over 50 wholesale direct lenders on the wholesale side.
And
So
believe me,
there's
that
not a program we
1%.
don't offer.
That 1%,
makes
yeah,
a big
it makes a
difference.
big, huge difference. Yeah.
Fernie?
On the life of the loan, exactly. Honestly, it's like I said earlier, it's the service.
Yeah.
Our clients, if it wasn't for our clients, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You know, and we love, we want to give. We want to be the first one to give.
Yeah.
We give, we receive eventually. But what we want to, I want to say what separates us is the patience we have,
Yeah.
the knowledge we have, the years of experience that we have, and the commitment that how we are committed. We provide a service. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
If you can't get a hold of me, so you can get it, vice versa. We're
Right.
easy access.
Awesome.
And my wife's sometimes up to 10 p.m. at night working, answering, taking calls. I do it too, but she's the more of the
She's
computer behind
always
the
on
scenes.
it.
Yeah, she's always on it.
on her phone. You know.
Passionate.
So yes, that's what we want to always instill in our clients, that they could always count on us, and with no questions, dumb questions. You know?
Put that poster one more
more
time. Let's do it. And give it that DJ Siren. Anytime now, because I'm not going to get my voice like that. There you go.
There it is,
There
right
you
there.
go, man.
909-325-9302. That's for Fernie Torres.
Call those guys.
If you want to get financing, you call Bernadine Torres, and that's 909-568-5805. And you can
And just-
always look on their social media, our website, and they're going to have them posted up on there too.
And you can literally call them and be like, I saw this on the Cuatro Cero.
Yes.
Can I get a little doggy?
That's right.
The little plushies. Man, thank you guys for coming.
No,
Thank you guys for
You guys are
coming.
doing amazing.
Give it up for them,
guys
man.
have been a blessing.
They're here to help the
Thank you.
community, man. And
Absolutely.
man, what a show, man. What a show. We cannot end it just like the Big Bang.
You
It was
already-
like the
you
Big
already
Bang.
know. You already
Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys want to know more, go to our Facebook, go to our YouTube, go to our Spotify, go anywhere where we're gonna have this show, because this episode is gonna be great for not just you, but your whole family, man. Because
right.
I'm pretty
Spread
sure
the
maybe your dad, maybe your mom, maybe your grandma say, you know what, I'm already old, I want to buy a house. Here are the people that can help you with it, man. And go and leave a comment. Did you like what you hear? Did you like what the other people that we had on this show, what they said? Because it was very touching. All this right here, it was all for you guys.
All for the people.
So again, we'll see you later. This is the Cuatro Cero with Tone Rock,
Yeah.
Fernie and Bernie. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank
God
you guys.
bless.
Thank you.